While procuring open access solar or wind solution for their plant, a commercial and industrial energy consumer has to make a lot of decisions so that they can enjoy significant reduction in their electricity cost and also replace significant portion of their power through the renewable energy solutions. These decisions are complex, these decisions are sometimes energy drainers, and these decisions are related to which resource to take, whether wind, solar, what should be the optimum capacity. These decisions related to what is the IRR that we can expect from this solution, what are the regulations around these open access solutions, how will this change in future, who is the right solution provider, who is the right developer who can supply them, whether he'll be able to supply it or I will need to keep on waiting for the power, what are the right terms that I should negotiate, what is the right tenure, how much equity I need to invest, decision related to exit scenario, decision related to tariff, whether the tariff that I'm procuring the solution is right or not. Can you see plethora of decisions you have to make? And each of this decision is super critical, super important, because even a slightest mistake on any of this decision will cost you billions in future. So in this video, I want to break down for you the step-by-step things that you need to take while making this decision. And when you are making these kind of decisions, what are the parameters that you need to consider by making these decisions? And to help you this, we have designed and curated a framework named as D.E.C.I.D.E so that you can fearlessly decide and procure the renewable energy solution and make billions while saving cost and also replace maximum power through renewable energy solutions. So first D in this D.E.C.I.D.E framework stands for determining the right quantum of solar and wind capacity that you should take. So what do I mean by this? This simply means what is the right optimum capacity that you can take from the solar or wind or any other renewable energy solution. And for you to determine this, the step-by-step things that you need to follow is number one, do the load analysis. How has been your load historically? How is the load likely to be in future? Whether there is any increase expected, and then match it with the generation of solar and wind and decide the apt capacity. Still not done. Do a second step on this. Understand the regulation, especially related to is there any capacity cap that you can take? How does the banking move? Because in some of the states, banking is limited to months time. In some state, it is 9 months time. So based on the banking regulation in your state, check what are the slots that you can settle, and this will help you further optimize the quantum of wind and solar capacity and determining the right quantum that you can take. So once you have determined, move to the second point, which is evaluate the financial feasibility of the solution that you have decided. For example, you know what quantum to take based on the load and regulatory analysis. You're not yet done. Do the financial feasibility of this. How much investment you're likely to make, how much cash inflows that you're likely to get, and what are the risks related to those cash inflow, what is the savings that you are expected month by month over the next 25 years. Calculate your paybacks, calculate NPV, do the thorough IRR analysis, hire a financial expert to do this. This will give you the holistic picture based on the step one that you've done, the load analysis and the regulatory analysis, and coupled with evaluating the financial feasibility of the solution. So these two steps are so powerful that will give you clarity that what is the right quantum and whether that solution is financially feasible for you or not. Step 3, which is C. The C stands for conducting a thorough due diligence on the renewable energy developers who have done it in your state, who have delivered it in your state. Do a due diligence on them with respect to their credibility, with respect to their balance sheet strength, with respect to their deliverability. Deliverability includes a due diligence on their land, due diligence on their equipment status, due diligence on the approval status. Doing this due diligence will give you clarity whether that developer is credible enough, whether that developer has financial muscle, and also have the project on time so that you can get the power delivery on time. Step 4, identify and finalize the right developer. For you to finalize and identify the right developer, for the developers you have done the due diligence, ask these developers to quote you on a techno-commercial parameters. Now you have due diligence parameters and the techno-commercial parameters. Using all these parameters, prepare a ranking based on due diligence parameter, techno-commercial parameters, give them appropriate weights, and then through this process, which is called as the scientific process to shortlist a developer, identify and shortlist the right developer based on the ranking parameters. So before I get into this 5th step, let me just do a quick recap. You know which solution to go for. You have done the financial feasibility. You've done the due diligence on the solution providers. By techno-commercial proposal, you have identified and shortlisted the developer. Now let me tell you, this 5th step is Gadar of all the steps. And before I explain you why, let me tell you what it is. In this step, you design your non-negotiable clauses, which means you put together all the clauses that you need to negotiate in power purchase and shareholder agreement. Put your ask in front of those clauses. Ask the shortlisted developers based on the due diligence parameters to quote against those clauses. Can you see? You are not taking their term sheets and responding to it. You are putting your own ask in front of the clauses and then asking developer to commit. There is a huge difference in that. And once they respond, then you compare these clauses, couple it with due diligence parameters, and then coupling with non-negotiable clauses with the shortlisted developers, you decide which developer is coming closer to your ask. And these clauses that you have to put together actually comes from when you are deciding about the risk and the mitigation while deciding about the right solution and deciding about the financial feasibility. So that's why it is the Gadar of all the steps, and this will help you close power purchase and shareholder agreement easily. Let me tell you, there are 57 clauses to be negotiated in PPA and SHA, and this is which are non-negotiable, and that's where you have to put your ask on the paper and negotiate with the developers. Let's come to step number 6, which is examine the PPA and SHA. And trust me, this is now a cakewalk step because you've already drafted the non-negotiable clauses. So just examine whether your PPA and SHA that you're negotiating capturing those non-negotiable clauses which you've already negotiated with the developer. Examine with the help of experts. Examine with the help of legal experts as well. So this will help you close the terms in your favor. With this D.E.C.I.D.E framework, you can now fearlessly procure the right solution from the right developer at the right terms. So with this D.E.C.I.D.E framework, you have clear steps, clear parameters that you need to follow sequentially while procuring open access and solar wind solution without any fear. And you can follow these steps and take my commitment on this. By following these steps, you'll be able to enjoy the Gadar savings and embark on your renewable energy journey successfully. I hope you found value in this D.E.C.I.D.E framework. And if you found value, here is my invitation for you. The invitation to join a one-on-one consultation call with me and my team. This call is free of cost, and I promise in this call we will break down and help you decide about the solution, about the developer, about the terms, whatever your challenges are related to renewable energy solution. And I promise this 1 hour of time from your end will yield you 100x return on your decision making process. So for you to join this call with us, kindly click the link below. I look forward to see you in my next video. Thank you so much.